For today's practice, I recommend a blanket and a cushion. And you can start seated on the blanket or the cushion, either one. Sit towards the edge so that your pelvis tilts slightly forward. Find a comfortable space. So when you sit down, you can have the legs crossed, ankles crossed, one leg in front of the other. You can even extend one leg. Find your most comfortable space for you and for your baby. And place the hands around the knees, roll the shoulders back, and shift back towards the hips slightly to lengthen out your torso. Close the eyes, or keep a soft gaze. Soften your face, and tune into your breath. Notice when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Now bring your hands to your belly. Embrace your baby, hug your baby with your hands. The next time you inhale, breathe deeply into your belly and let it open up. As you exhale, soften the ribs and soften the belly and expel all the air out of the body. Repeat that again, full deep breath in, breathing into the back of the waist, and slowly exhale out. Find your own pace as you expand your breath, extend your breath, inhaling deeply into the belly and maybe into the chest, and slowly releasing all the way back, navel back towards the spine. Today we'll focus on trust. And yoga gives us the gift of trusting in something higher than just ourselves, whether that's your higher self, love, the universe. And I invite you today to trust in the divine intelligence that is helping you to grow your baby, surrendering to that divine intelligence within you to help you soften, to let go and to surrender. Bring the hands back to the heart space and set an intention today to open your heart to trust. Continue to breathe deeply and bow towards this intention, towards this resolve. Now lift the chin slightly, open the eyes if they were closed, and place the hands around the knees. Moving into the body, into the shoulders, send the shoulders up towards the ears and back towards the spine. Shoulder rolls, opening up any tension in the upper body. Use the breath. So the next time you inhale, bring the ears up to the shoulders, and as you exhale, bring the shoulders back towards the spine. And reverse the direction, so drawing circles. Inhale, forward. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward towards me, and one more time. So that'll help bring some synovial fluid into the joints. Keep your hands on the knees, and on your next inhale, move in deeper into the torso. Bring your belly forward, your baby forward, and the elbows back. This is a modified cat and cow or Vidhalasana. Exhale, look towards your belly button. Inhale, press your chest forward, your heart forward. Exhale, round through the back without compressing belly, so it's just a nice, slow movement. Inhale, exhale back. Using your breath as you move, synchronizing breath and movement. We'll do two more. Last one. Exhale. And come back to center, lengthen out the spine, and move over the ankles onto your hands and knees for child's pose or balasana. You can use your blanket to cushion underneath the knees. Place the wrist under the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Knees come out to the side with the big toes touching. And then you'll sit back into the heels. So the sits bones back towards the heels. And depending on your trimester, you may want to just stay on the hands, especially if you're in third trimester and belly's touching the floor already. You can move to the forearms or even all the way down to the forehead. You can even stack your fist underneath the forehead as well. Close the eyes and move deeply into your breath again as you relax through your lower spine. And find that quality of surrender. Surrendering the body towards the floor, relaxing through the pelvic floor. And opening your heart to trust, to accept. Take a few deep breaths here, really focusing on expanding through the belly. And one last breath. To come out of child's pose, send your hands forward onto the palms and press up into tabletop again onto the knees. You can leave the blanket there and move into downward facing dog. Now for downward facing dog, if you are beyond 32 weeks and you know that your baby is face down or head down and feet up, you may want to just stay on hands and knees and move through cat and cow, Bidhalasana, because babies can flip and flip their positions after 32 weeks. But if you're before that, move the hands forward. Press into the palms, into the lower knuckles, into the finger pads. Curl your toes underneath, but move the knees out wide, about the width of the mat. Send the hips up towards the ceiling and press back, heels towards the floor. Bend the knees. This is a prenatal downward facing dog. It's a little variation. Extend through the spine, the tailbone, lengthen the neck, and stay for a couple of breaths. It's a great way to stretch out the spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now soften back to the knees. Walk the hands towards the knees slightly, and if you do have a blanket or cushion underneath you, move it out to the side. Keep the knees open, the feet out wide, and we'll come up to standing, slowly transitioning into standing. Walk the hands back towards the knees, onto the feet. First, press firmly into the feet, and take the forearms to the thighs. Flat back, hands to the hips, elbows up towards the ceiling, long neck, and slowly through a flat back, come all the way up to standing. Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the feet right underneath the hips, arms out to the side, and feel really tall and strong here. Lift all 10 toes so that you can feel the four corners of the feet press into the mat, and then soften the toes to the floor. Bounce through the knees a little bit. Relax in your lower back so you have a natural curve, a graceful curve through the lower spine. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and lift the chin slightly. Grow about an inch taller through the crown of your head. You can even close the eyes to see what this feels like, your ideal posture. The more we are in this posture, the easier it is to strengthen the core, to strengthen all the muscles through the torso. And it also helps to relieve a lot of back issues, a lot of discomforts in the spine. Open the eyes, soften the hands, and you can stay there or open a little bit wider if you're in second and third trimester. So for second trimester, you'd open the feet a little wider. For third trimester, the width of the mat. Modified sun salutation. And this is a gentle form of sun salutation. Take the arms out to the side, just as if you're standing in mountain pose. Inhale fully, take the hands up overhead. Exhale, fold, bend through the knees, deep squat again, and place the hands on top of the thighs or onto the shins. On your inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, and lead with your heart. Bend through the knees, and on the next inhale, take the arms out to the side all the way up, and exhale, stretch over towards one side. Inhale back through center, stretch over opposite side. Inhale, draw the hands back to your heart and down to your side. We'll do 2 more rounds just like that, using the breath. Inhale fully, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend through the knees. Inhale, reverse the direction of the spine. Exhale, lateral stretch. Press deep into the feet. Inhale, lateral stretch. Exhale. Hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Down to your side. We'll take the last round in silence, really listening to your breath. Now pause with the arms to the side. Bring the feet right underneath you, back into Tadasana Mountain Pose. And we'll move into a balanced posture now. I'll walk over to the wall space. I always recommend mommies to use the wall space in pregnancy for balance poses because every week your belly's growing and changing your center of gravity. So you may feel comfortable one week and the next a little bit off. So I like the support of the wall in all these balance postures. We'll do King Dancer, Nadarajasana, or Baby Dancer, a modification. Both hands on the wall, press into your left foot and bring your right heel towards you. Grab the outside of your foot and bring the knees close together. You'll feel a nice quadricep stretch right through the front of your right knee or your right thigh. Now you can also take it deeper with the right hand going onto the inside of the foot and opening the shoulder. Stay here or take your left hand overhead and balance. Remember, if you feel wobbly at any point, you can just hold the wall space. And stay for a few breaths. One last breath. Good concentration and focus. And release your hand to the wall. Gently and slowly bring that right foot down. Now shake out the wrist a bit, roll out the ankles, and move to the other side. Weight into the right foot. Bring the left heel towards you. Hold the outside of the left foot or the inside. Bring the knees close together and feel the quadricep stretch. Bend slightly through that right knee. And take your right hand up overhead for balance. Feel firmly rooted into your feet and breathe fully. Last breath. And soften the hands now, soften the feet. And once again, rotate through both wrists, through both ankles, and back towards your mat. So we'll make our way back to the floor, opening wide. I always like to focus on transitions in pregnancy. I know you guys know it's not easy to get up and down from the floor, especially towards the end. So we'll bring the feet the width of the mat, take the hands up overhead, and on the exhale, bend a lot through the knees and place fingertips on the floor. Step back into a tabletop position slowly, and move towards your seat. Take the blanket underneath your seat again, and sit towards the edge for Janu Shirshasana or head to knee pose. And we'll bring both feet together. Take your left knee in and out, and stretch your right leg forward. Now take it out to the side to make a checkmark position, and this will help to leave plenty of room for your belly. Bring the hands behind you, place the fingertips into the floor, press into the finger pads, and extend the sternum up towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch behind the leg and the lower spine. And maybe you want to stay here. Or you can move further by taking the hands right in front of you and keeping your navel forward through the center. Toes are open, leg is engaged. And then slowly walk the hands forward. Or you can even take the right hand around the right foot. Remember, you can always back out, readjust. Move into your breath. Maybe even close the eyes. Shift out of the posture. Walk the hands back towards the hips. Realign the shoulders over your pelvis and extend the opposite leg out. Take your right leg in now, left leg out. Another checkmark position, and extend the hands behind you. Lift and open and feel the stretch through the leg and through the lower back. And stay or move further towards the middle or even to the outside of the foot. Invite the quality of trust again into your heart, softening into this posture. Letting go and surrendering instead of trying to force your way into it. Last breath. And slowly transition out. Walk the hands back towards the hips. Extend both legs long. And place the hands behind you for support. Bring the heels in and bounce out through the knees. We'll come into an easy seated pose, Sukhasana. One foot in front of the other. You can even change the opposite side if you usually have your right foot in front or left foot in front. And take an open twist. We have both hands in front of the knees. And take your left hand, or your right hand rather, behind you and open towards the shoulder. Keep the navel forward and the twist initiating from the upper body. Always gentle twist in pregnancy. And lift up away from your seat so that you're sitting up very tall. Come back through center. Draw your shoulders towards center, then the face, and both hands. Now take your opposite hand to the side, or outside of the knee, and your left hand behind you. Open twist in the other direction. Send your chin over towards the shoulder. Notice the spiral in the spine, but keep it only in the upper body. Navel forward, baby forward. Last breath. Unwind slowly. Come back through center and bring the hands to the heart. Deep breath in and out. We'll end our practice with a silent meditation, and I will guide you into maybe using another cushion underneath for more support. So you could put that right on top of your blanket or just stay on your blanket. Readjust your feet and come towards the edge again to give you more support. And bring the hands to the heart. And before we actually move into the silent meditation, we'll do some breath work to center ourselves once again. Chandra Bedana, moon-piercing breath. It's a calming breath. It's great for pregnancy. It relaxes the nervous system, relaxes the body, it calms the nervous system. And we'll start by taking the hands down and bringing your right hand towards the face. So middle finger and pointer finger come in, bring the hand towards the face, and close the right nostril. Inhale through the left. As you exhale, exhale through the right. Inhale through the left, switch your hands or switch your fingers. Exhale through the right. Always inhaling left, exhale right. Find your own pace. And become aware how you'll slowly begin to relax and soften. We'll do one more round, inhaling through left, exhaling through the right. The next time you exhale through the right, soften the hand away from the face, maybe open the eyes, and breathe naturally a few times. Keep the hands around the knees, on the lap, or around your belly, and we'll practice a silent meditation to end our practice. Close the eyes, bring your focus inward. And we'll do our meditation through the practice of mantra. And mantra is a word or a phrase that resonates with you. So for example, I'll use, I trust in the process of life. And you can use your own word, like just trust or joy or love. Or you can use what I'm using, my mantra, which is I trust in the process of life. And you'll keep repeating that over and over again. If your mind becomes distracted and wanders off, you gently guide it back, just like you would your baby, back to center and back to your mantra. And we'll begin now. Release your concentration, let go of your mantra, and bring the hands to heart center. Another cleansing breath in and out. Sealing in your practice today, bow towards your heart. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me, and I thank you for allowing me to guide you. May you continue to trust in the divine intelligence that supports you. The light within me honors and respects the light within each of you. Namaste.